From Australia's scorching outback, herds of rangeland goats are mustered and shipped across oceans, carrying their meat and milk to Europe's finest tables. In a world searching for sustainable food, the goat, with lean meat, rich milk, and the toughness to thrive in harsh climates, is emerging as a new symbol of global agriculture. Welcome to AgroWorks USA. Though often overlooked, goats are powering one of the fastest growing agricultural trades. Australia produces only 0.4% of the world's goat meat, yet it dominates exports, sending more than 1 million goats abroad each year. At the same time, dairy farms worldwide are turning goat milk into high-value products, from fresh milk to cheeses worth hundreds of dollars per kilogram. From the dusty rangelands to state-of-the-art milking factories, goats reveal a story of resilience, efficiency, and global demand. Stay with us as we explore how this humble animal is shaping the future of farming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories from AgroWorks USA. Across Australia's vast rangelands, more than 2.3 million feral goats roam freely, descendants of animals released by early settlers. Each year, over 1 million are mustered, rounded up by dogs, quad bikes, and even helicopters, before being trucked to abattoirs. This low-input practice, known as rangeland farming, demands little infrastructure and has become the backbone of Australia's goat meat industry. For many farmers, it offers a steady income with minimal management, relying only on skillful mustering and short-term holding facilities. In contrast, a growing share of producers are adopting closed farming systems where goats are raised in climate-controlled barns with carefully regulated temperature, humidity, and nutrition. These intensive operations focus on maximizing milk yields, improving carcass weight, and standardizing quality. Globally, about 20% of goat farms already employ this model, and the number is rising steadily as consumer demand for goat meat and dairy continues to accelerate. Together, the two approaches highlight the goat's remarkable adaptability. In the wild, they endure drought and sparse vegetation. In modern barns, they thrive under careful human management. This dual model, traditional resilience paired with modern efficiency, illustrates how goats are shaping the future of sustainable farming. Keeping goats healthy begins with creating the right environment. Research shows that goats thrive best at 15 to 25, with humidity between 50–70%. In Australia's hot summers, providing constant water is vital to prevent heat stress, while in colder regions, shelter and bedding protect against frostbite. Farmers know that even small changes in climate can affect milk yield and growth rates. Nutrition is equally critical. An adult goat consumes around 2 to 3 pounds of feed per day, a mix of hay, grains, and nutrient-rich seeds. Hay is typically offered twice daily, while cereals are given once in the morning for energy. Kids are weaned after 6 to 8 weeks, and dairy goats usually reach full maturity at about 18 months. Unlike sheep or cattle, goats browse on shrubs, weeds, and a wide range of plants, making them less vulnerable to fluctuations in feed prices. Daily outdoor exercise is essential. Farmers allow goats at least 2 hours outside, often in the early morning or late afternoon, to absorb sunlight and move freely. This simple balance, nutritious feed, fresh air, and adaptable diets keeps goats resilient and productive under diverse conditions. Would you choose to raise goats on natural forage or industrial feed? Do you believe diet directly affects the flavor of goat's milk? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to follow AgroWorks USA. Milking begins soon after a doe gives birth, when lactation naturally follows kidding. Her production peaks during the 21-day estrus cycle, and with proper care, she can deliver consistent yields for many months. On average, a healthy adult produces 3 to 5 liters per session, milked twice daily, totaling 250-300 liters annually. For smallholders, the routine often relies on semi-automatic machines capable of milking about 20 goats at a time, while commercial dairies adopt far more advanced rotary platforms. The rotary system resembles a slow-moving carousel. Goats step onto individual stalls, their udders are cleaned, and suction cups attach automatically. As the platform turns, milk flows steadily through sterile pipelines into chilled tanks. By the time the goats calmly step off, the next group is already in position. At full capacity, a single unit can process 50 goats simultaneously, maximizing efficiency while minimizing stress. Hygiene is vital. Every liter passes through filters and is cooled within minutes to preserve flavor and safety. This seamless blend of tradition and innovation means that whether on family farms or industrial dairies, goat milk is harvested with care and precision. From here, it begins its journey toward becoming cheese, yogurt, butter, or bottled nutrition bound for markets worldwide. Once harvested, goat milk begins a carefully monitored journey toward becoming high-value products. The first step is filtration, where the milk passes through fine cloths or specialized filters to remove impurities. Next, it is gently heated, and rennet enzymes are added to trigger coagulation. Within minutes, the liquid separates into solid curds and liquid whey. The curds are cut into smaller pieces to release excess whey, then gently heated and stirred. After this stage, the mixture is poured into molds, where the cheese takes shape. To preserve flavor and extend shelf life, salt is applied, either rubbed on the surface or mixed into the curds. Finally, the cheeses are aged for 2 to 6 weeks, allowing complex aromas and textures to develop. Beyond cheese, goat milk is also transformed into yogurt, butter, and ice cream, prized for their creamy texture and easy digestibility. Globally, goat cheese production exceeds 2 million tons annually, with Italy, France, Spain, the United States, and Greece leading consumption. From a humble liter of milk to luxury wheels of Pecorino Romano worth $300 per kilogram, the process elevates goat milk into one of the world's most prestigious dairy products. Have you ever witnessed the process of making cheese? Have you ever tasted Italian or French goat cheese? Tell us about your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. At modern abattoirs, goats are first rested to reduce stress, ensuring the best possible meat quality. They then move through controlled corridors into the slaughter area, where the process mirrors that used for sheep but is adapted to the goat's smaller frame. After stunning, the animals are bled, skinned, and eviscerated under strict supervision. Each carcass is washed, trimmed, and carefully inspected to meet international export requirements. Unlike cattle or sheep, goats are rarely broken down into cuts during processing. Instead, the industry focuses on simplicity and efficiency. Nearly 99% of Australia's goat exports leave the country as whole frozen carcasses. This method maximizes shelf life, maintains product integrity, and reduces handling costs for long-distance transport. After rapid chilling and blast freezing, carcasses are vacuum-packed and boxed, ready for export. From regional plants in New South Wales or Queensland, shipments travel thousands of miles to major markets in the United States, South Korea, and the Middle East. In this way, goat meat makes its journey from Australian processing lines to dining tables across the globe, connecting rugged production landscapes with international demand. Despite its modest scale, the goat industry delivers outsized economic value. Australia produces just 0.4% of the world's goat meat, yet it dominates exports, shipping more than 1 million goats each year, and generating nearly 90 million AUD annually from the US market alone. Globally, goat meat commands steady prices, averaging 8.20 AUD per kilogram in 2020, surpassing both beef and lamb. Unlike other livestock, goats fetch a uniform price regardless of age or gender, simplifying trade. On the dairy side, goat milk represents about 10% of total global milk production, with an average farm gate value of $1 to $2 per liter. Its transformation into high-value products like cheese multiplies its worth. The global goat cheese market exceeds 2 million tons annually, and premium varieties such as Italy's Pecorino Romano sell for $200, $300 per kilogram. Market demand is split by region. Goat meat thrives in the United States, the Middle East, and East Asia, while dairy products flourish in Europe and North America. Together, these markets sustain a diverse product range: fresh and frozen meat, milk powders, cheeses, yogurts, and even ice creams. This breadth underscores how goats, though humble in size, power a truly global agricultural enterprise. Which product do you think holds the greatest potential from goats? Meat, milk, or cheese? Do you believe the goat industry could surpass sheep in the next 20 years? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insights from AgroWorks USA. Like all agricultural sectors, goat farming faces serious challenges. In Australia, recurring droughts have reduced herds and lowered carcass weights. Goats are more resilient than sheep or cattle, yet prolonged dry conditions still take a toll. Infrastructure adds pressure. Goats are skilled escape artists, forcing farmers to invest in costly, specialized fencing. Ecologically, unmanaged herds can overgraze, stripping shrubs and degrading biodiversity. Consumer habits present another hurdle. Australians consume more lamb than almost any nation, while goat meat remains unfamiliar. Goat milk and cheese, though rising in profile, still lag far behind cow dairy. Overcoming this cultural gap requires education, marketing, and framing goat products as both sustainable and premium. Yet prospects are strong. Global demand for protein is climbing, and goats, hardy, efficient, and climate resilient, fit the future. With research support, including Australia's $3.7 million project with the University of Queensland, the industry is modernizing genetics, welfare, and management. Goats may soon define the next chapter of the sustainable farming. From Australia's dusty rangelands to Europe's refined dining rooms, goats have risen from hardy survivors to global suppliers of meat and cheese. Each year, they provide millions of tons of food, proving that even the toughest climates can yield abundance. In open ranges, they endure drought. In modern barns, they produce milk for high-value cheeses. More than numbers, goats embody adaptability. They thrive where cattle and sheep falter, turning scarce vegetation into sustainable nutrition. As the world seeks resilient food systems, the goat stands ready, not as a marginal species, but as a potential emblem of agriculture's future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories from AgroWorks USA. Thank you for watching.